This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the afternoon of Monday, June 2nd, 2025. I'm Alex Brown. Christopher Harris, Executive Director of Redevelopment for the City of Gary, says the city's recently unveiled Vision and Action Plan comes at a critical time for tracking downtown mixed-use development and investment. He said the plan is designed to serve as a roadmap for city leadership to further downtown development in a way that is true to the city's culture.
We didn't want to build a downtown that was cookie cutter, and we want to be able to be true to our identity. So the mayor is very passionate about the historic nature and the aesthetic of how we redevelop our core, considering all of these catalytic opportunities when it comes to blight elimination and a new station in our downtown core to connect us faster to Chicago and South Bend.
Harris said the city hopes to attract local developers to implement its vision, particularly in the Fifth Avenue and Broadway corridor. Purdue University has joined a growing list of Indiana higher education institutions that are ending efforts related to diversity, equity, and inclusion. Provost Patrick Wolf said Friday that the university is sunsetting historical DEI activities and initiatives, including closing its Office of Diversity, Inclusion, and Belonging. The University of Notre Dame has opened its new Washington, D.C. office, which the university describes as a hub of engagement with Congress, federal agencies, media outlets, and peer institutions. Located blocks from Capitol Hill, the office will be led by Notre Dame Research and the Office of Public Affairs and Communications. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
To succeed, you need to stay informed. You need to be engaged. And let's face it, you need to set yourself apart from the rest by connecting with a company that brings you the best. Because in today's environment, business is an ever-moving target, and we'll help you chase it. IBJ Media. The best of business is in us. Get started at ibjmedia.com/youngprofessional.
7 years after the Home Place neighborhood lost its long annexation battle with Carmel and was absorbed into the city, the community's business district is set for a refresh that residents hope will leave it feeling like home.
The city of Carmel is working with Cincinnati-based urban designer Yard & Company to draft a blueprint for the future of Home Place. The neighborhood's business district is centered at the intersection of East 106th Street and College Avenue, which residents describe as the heart of the community. It's home to a strip center that houses a Papa John's Pizza and a veterinary clinic, a convenience store and a gas station, an auto repair shop, and a handful of other stores. Daniela Beltran, planning director for Yard & Company, said the firm spent a year talking with Home Place residents to gather feedback and understand what they want for their neighborhood's future. The plan considers the construction of 1- and 2-story buildings rather than the type of multi-story mixed-use development that Carmel has built in its city center. The 92-page This Is Home plan proposes both short and long-term goals for Home Place. Short-term goals for the next 3 to 5 years start with the establishment of a place-based organization called 106th and College Inc. that will implement many of the plan's recommendations. That organization will have a 5-person board, and it will be an affiliate of Main Street America, a Chicago-based nonprofit that focuses on preservation-based economic development in older and historic downtowns. Other short-term goals include creating a tax increment financing district, launching a grant program to revitalize building facades, enhancing streetscapes, and developing retail cottages and food truck patios. Home Place residents told IBJ they want their slice of Carmel to remain unique. I'm Marek Mazurek for Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Indiana Landmarks has awarded the state's top restoration prize to Ancora Partners, the group behind the Electric Works Mixed-Use Innovation District in downtown Fort Wayne. The Cook Cup for Outstanding Restoration is awarded annually to the property owner who follows the highest standards of restoration in transforming a significant historic building with positive impact on the neighborhood or community. Ancora Partners led the $286 million revitalization of the 12-acre former General Electric plant, which involved the retention of 8 buildings constructed between 1907 and 1942. Dozens of people involved in the Indianapolis Colts community have shared memories and stories about owner Jim Irsay, who died last month. Rick Venturi, Indianapolis Colts analyst and former coach, has known Irsay for decades. He started his career with the Baltimore Colts and moved with the team to Indianapolis in 1984. He credits Irsay with helping create excitement around the sport.
He made football relevant, and between he and Peyton, I think they did make it. And then his personal, the The philanthropy is chronicled, but if you only knew how many organizations, how many individuals and people that he helps, there are athletic teams at the high school level in this town that exist because of Jim Irsay.
A private memorial service for Irsay took place today. Plans for a public tribute have not been finalized and will be shared at a later date, according to the Colts. Journalist and historian Alelia Bundles is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast with Gary Dick, presented by PNC, a weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports, and entertainment, and beyond. Available now from your favorite podcast provider. I'm Alex Brown for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.